Hello, hi, welcome. We are doing a little bit of diamond painting today. I hope you're all doing well, by the way. It's Tuesday when I'm filming this, and we are enjoying a little bit of a, I would say, nicer weather. For me, it's nicer because it's not as warm as it has been. Yeah, we have experienced a bit of a heat wave here in Sweden, and when it gets too warm, I don't really do a lot of diamond painting, so for the weather to be a bit cooler works better for diamond painting. I mean, normally in Sweden it doesn't get that warm, so I mean there are other countries that where you experience a lot more of this kind of weather. It's just that since we don't really have air conditioning, and in the house where I live, in the apartment building, it was built like in the 40s, I think 1940s, and it's really built to keep the heat in, which is super nice in the winter, but in the summer when you're experiencing a heat wave, it's interesting to say the least, and I don't really tolerate the heat that well, so it's a bit of a challenge when we get these heat waves here. Funny things also happens to the glue. You who live in warmer countries probably already know this, but yeah, so during the summer, and especially in my apartment, it gets super hot, so the glue, I mean there's nothing wrong with it, it's just a little bit slippery. Slippery, well, yeah, you could call it that, I think. So you have to be a bit more careful, because if you like push, you can pretty much just move a whole row or a whole bigger section of diamonds. So you have to be a bit more precise, and because like pushing too hard, I could probably just undo everything that I have done here. So that's a bit tricky, but it works fine. I mean, you just work around that. So I do find that it's also a bit easier than to single place, to just place one drill at a time, because multi-placing, then if you slide, you're sort of pushing. Yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. It's a bit tricky, but it's better now because the weather is much better. It's a bit cooler. It's still summer, sunny, but not too hot. So I like that. I prefer that. If you watched my first diamond painting video, then you already know, but I will repeat in case you don't. I am probably not going to continue diamond painting once I've finished the diamond paintings in my stash, and that is just simply because I can't afford it, and also because my apartment is kind of small, so I don't have enough room, and I need to choose between the stuff that I do. So I'm like knitting, I'm cross-stitching a lot, I'm also coloring, so I have a lot of coloring books and pencils and stuff. So yeah, and since for now the most expensive thing that I'm doing is diamond painting, so I'm not gonna be able to buy more diamond paintings for a while. So I have this one that I'm working on, which is Dangerous Roads from Diamond Art Club. I have 14 more diamond paintings. And 14 for some of you it's probably a lot, and for some it's not a lot. And yeah, but that means that I still have a lot of hours ahead that I can enjoy in diamond painting. But it also sort of I can see sort of the end of it, so I don't want to diamond paint too much. I want to pace myself a little, so yeah, which is why I'm not diamond painting as much as I have been. I also looked through the ones that I have in my stash, and it seems like, because the first diamond painting that I bought was a square one, and for a while there I only did square diamond paintings for like the first, I would say, 2 years, and then I decided to, well, I think, yeah, it probably was Diamond Art Club or Diamond Shop. I saw this picture, this artwork that I really, really liked, and it only came around. So I thought, okay, yeah, why not try it? And I really like it. I mean, they both have their charms. I really like the square ones where everything fits in nicely, but the round ones, there's just something about round drills that I really, really enjoy. And from what I can see, since the square ones always been my first love, I don't have that many square ones left. It's mostly round ones, so yeah, that was a bit surprising, but yeah, maybe not. I also have I went through the ones that I had from Diamond Shop, and yeah, I actually haven't done one at all. I just ordered a few, but I haven't started one yet, and they have been just lying around for quite a while now, so we'll see what they look like when I kit them up. But that's exciting, that's fun. It's gonna be fun to try that, to try it out. I'm still working with the little tray that came from a kit from, it's not Diamond Art Club, but it's kind of close, and I still work with the pen that comes with the kit, and yeah, I'm liking that. I mean, the only thing, because yeah, okay, I'm gonna show you if you can't see. Yeah, because this one is the thing that I like about this one is that it is lighter, which is good, but it's also bad because it flips easy, and then as you can see the drills sort of just explode everywhere, but the edge here they're not so high, or it's not so deep. I did buy a bigger version of this one, which I think you have seen most of the people who are doing diamond painting on YouTube. They have the bigger one. It's the same shape as this one, but it's just bigger and a lot longer. I have one of those, and I used it for quite some time. It's a bit deeper and bigger and heavier, so it's much sturdier. Then I kind of didn't like it, because when a tray becomes too long, for me anyways, when I empty it and they get stuck like way up here, and you have to, they sort of just fall out on the table instead of into the container. So yeah, so then I tried one of these, and I actually really like the format, because you can see it's not too long, but it's wider, it's heavier, so it's super sturdy. You're not gonna tip this over, which I like. The difference, hang on, I have to do this for you to see. So the big difference is also how, I don't know if you can see that, how deep, or yeah, the edge is much higher on this one. And see, what I don't like about this one is when you're going to pour stuff out of it, it gets stuck in the corner. So you have to sort of tilt it, or poke a bit with your diamond painting pen or something like that. But I still like it, but I am a bit, my wrists have become a little bit sensitive, so this can actually become too high, because you have to go over in a different angle, and when you are working for a long time, I started to feel it in my wrist. So I still like it, I still pull it out sometimes, and I definitely have it on the side to just put funky drills in, because as I said, this is not gonna easily tip over, and so I just have it on the side like that. I still like it, but it's still like a bit, yeah, it's the angles here. If it's been like rounder, or yeah, I don't know, but I like it. I like it that it's not too long, sort of. So that is why I'm still using this one from time to time, because the size, I like the size of this. The only thing I don't like is the weight, as I said, because it's so super, it's easy to flip this. But you know, I make it work. I like it for now. And also with this pen, should I don't know where do I have them here, or no? Yeah, because I could, hang on, I could maybe show you too, because when I started diamond painting, I started with this, and what happened is this, I don't know, maybe you can already tell, but I kind of grip the pen hard, and when they are small like this, it sort of can hurt your hand. So I invested in, this is the first one that I bought on my own, and this I like. It's not too big and it's not too heavy. So I did work with this for quite a while, and I enjoyed it a lot. But again, when you diamond paint a lot, you get tired, and you think, oh, maybe I should try another shape, another brand. So what I did is, this is the next one that I bought, and this is a lot chunkier, right? This one I'm not sure, I bought it from a shop on Etsy, I don't remember, it was a long time ago. This one is from Jim's Handmade Pens, diamond painting pens, also on Etsy, and this is perfect for my hand. I love the shape, I love the grip, and I do love the weight. The bonus, or the good thing about the weight in a diamond painting pen, is that you don't have to push down hard, and the pen helps you to place the drills on the canvas, I think. The only thing is, if they're too heavy, you're gonna get tired in your wrist. So yeah, it's a trade-off, sort of. And then I also bought a couple from Diamond Art Club, which are pretty much the same as this one, but for some reason, I don't know, they don't feel as good as this one. This is my favorite, but they are pretty and I really like them. So I have been using these also a little bit. But when my wrist, it's mainly my wrist from going back and forth and picking up, and I think from multiplacing, since I, for some reason, it's the same with cross stitching, but for some reason vertical works for me but not horizontal. So if I have the tray like this and I pick up the drills like that, then I have to turn and then put, yeah. So yeah, I sometimes have the tray like this, but still it's my wrist that gets tired when the tray is too high or the pen is too heavy. So this is why I come back to the smaller tray and the lighter pen that comes with the kit. So that's why. But I have these other ones that I really like a lot too, and I miss this one. I'm just taking a rest from this one. But I will probably use this one soon again because I love it. Yeah. So anyways, back to diamond painting. I guess what I'm saying is that you really have to find a way to make it work for you if you want to buy a lot of pens or not. And it's hard to know when you start diamond painting what will work for you, because and that can also change, because once you've been at it for a while, you're gonna notice that there's stuff that you really don't like, so you wanna invest in, let's say, like these, like release papers, because the clear plastic is a little bit tricky. I've seen some people out there, you're cutting the clear plastic off just a little bit, and that's fine. I sort of, as you can see, I'm just folding it and then I put release paper on it to support my hand, because I work from left to right, even though I'm right-handed. Some people work from yeah, I think it's because I don't like to place diamonds this way, because I'm right-handed and I want to see. So I don't know, I just find it easier to do it from left to right, and that is my preference. So like in the beginning, I didn't really care. I used clear plastic, that was fine for me, and now now I'm choosing to buy the release paper because yeah, I need it. And also they are not too expensive. I bought these from AliExpress, I think. For me, these are the perfect size, and I don't even know what size they are. Yeah, it doesn't say, but you can buy like a whole bunch of it, and it comes in an envelope like this. They are pre-cut, so you don't have to cut it. I also did try the release paper from Diamond Art Club. I just found it, yeah, it was a bit too flimsy for me, a bit thin. Whereas this paper is kind of thick. so it will last you for a while. And if you're not flipping them back and forth, they last longer, of course. But if you're using both sides, you're gonna notice that they start sticking to the glue. But if you can keep track of what side is up, then they last like really long. And for me, the way I keep track of it, it's just that since I'm resting mostly towards the edge here, you can just see on the paper which side is up and which is down. So yeah, and that's how I do it. So like I said in the beginning, release paper may not be on your list of things to buy, and that's fine. Maybe it never will be. Maybe you like the clear plastic. That's fine too. But for me, yeah, the clear plastic is not good. And I think maybe it's because I'm folding it and because I'm resting my arms on it, it gets stuck. This surface is no longer good to just fold back over the sticky surface. So that might also be, you know, a problem that I'm causing because I'm resting my arm on the clear plastic. So I don't know. I am super happy that I did buy all those diamond painting pens. I mean, it can also be a thing that you want to collect, and that is also, of course, it's fine. But also, just to be clear, you don't have to. These pens are amazing. They never break. I mean, this tip, I've had it for years and years on here. The ones that do wear out are the multi-placers, and this is the latest version from Diamond Art Club, the thinner one that are a bit narrower and not as wide. The wide ones I couldn't multi-place with, so for a long while I only single placed. But then when I discovered these thinner or narrower ones, that was a game changer for me. So I'm really happy with these. But right now, with the slippery glue and stuff, no, single placing. Single placing is fine. It's easier to get the rows straight, I think. So when you see wobbly lines here, it's probably, and especially here, well, you can't see probably, but off screen there's a lighter area here where you can see the lines are a little bit wobbly. It's probably because I've been multi-placing there. But yeah, so for diamond painting, this painting is actually the perfect amount of color blocking and confetti. It's not too much confetti, as you can see. There is some color blocking, and I like the colors. It goes from the bottom down there, the ground is really dark. You come up to this part, which is full of brighter colors, and then you have the sky with a lot of blues. So this is a fun painting to work on. I'm also taking a little bit of break from knitting because I'm knitting a blanket for my goddaughter, and she's 20, so so not young, but again, summer heat wave. It's not fun to have this huge blanket just laying in your lap. It's sweaty. And actually also I think I'm gonna restart it for the third time. So yeah, Yeah, that's another story. But I'm not super happy with the density of the knit stitches. So yeah, we'll see. I have bought a different size of needles to knit with, and we'll see where that ends up. But yeah, so I have a lot of projects ahead of me. I have a lot of cross stitching. I have some knitting, and like I said, the diamond painting, I'm gonna enjoy it when I can. I'm definitely not gonna rush it, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens when I'm done with the last one. Whew, yeah, that's gonna be weird. And, I mean, I haven't diamond painted for that long. It's only like 4 years, or maybe 5. No, 4.5. Okay. But it does become very quickly part of your everyday life, I think. So it's gonna feel weird not to have a diamond painting project. Yeah, whenever that time comes. I mean, the thing is, yes, there are cheaper diamond paintings, and I could probably, you know, save up for the cheaper ones, but, and it's not that they're cheap, it's more that well, with the copyright and all that, the cheaper ones are mostly stock photos and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that, it's nothing wrong with that. There are plenty of beautiful stock photos and stock images. It's just that the pictures that I gravitate to, that speak to me, they are not stock images. And then yeah, you have all this other stuff to consider, and yeah, that's a big one. So for me personally, it has been worth buying from Diamond Art Club and Diamond Shop because of the, you know, the licensing. You know that the artists are getting paid, and I really like that. And yeah, so that is super nice. I like companies like that you can trust. You don't really have to think, because there was a while in the beginning of my diamond painting career that I purchased from AliExpress, because they have a lot and it's cheap, and you can, you know, order then like 4 at a time. But then once you get into it, and once you learn more about the craft, the diamond painting itself, but also about the artist and the licensing and all that, and then you're like, oh no. So I have a few diamond paintings that I'm not sure of. I did complete them, but I'm not gonna ever show them to anyone. Some I actually threw away, also because they were not very good quality, but because I was, you know, I did buy them and they didn't come for a while, and then when I sort of tried to do some research on them, I couldn't find anything. But if you don't find anything, that doesn't mean that it's free artwork. So yeah, no, I changed my mind on those. I mean, I had paid for them, but I decided not to complete them. So there you have it. It's not easy though, because even though you do the reverse image search, it's not always clear what is what. But then there are some artists that you know, when you recognize artists, and especially because since I also spend some time coloring, I have a lot of coloring books. Now the coloring books I'm also collecting, so they're not just for color in, because I think they're beautiful as they are, the line art. I also have some art books and stuff, but yeah. So then you know some of these artists, and when they pop up on AliExpress, you kind of know that, oops, you know. So I've never bought, if I find an artist that I know, that I'm very familiar with, and I find their art on AliExpress, I will not buy them. And I'm not buying that much from AliExpress, not diamond paintings anyways. What I am buying is this kind of stuff, because this is just release paper and it's cheap, and you can get them in like a pack of 500 or 100 or 20 or 10 if you want to. So this stuff, or this stuff, like these little containers and boxes, this I buy on AliExpress because it is cheap. And I have this little, I don't want to, there's, you can put like a little cap or a lid on the button on the light pad so you don't accidentally turn it off. I bought those on AliExpress because it was cheaper, even with the tax and shipping fees, than buying them from like Sweden. So yeah, so stuff like that I still buy on AliExpress actually. Otherwise, so like non-brand stuff like this, yeah, there's probably someone who invented this sometime somewhere, but it's yeah, I don't know, this kind of stuff I do buy on Ali. But when it comes to diamond painting, no, I don't, not anymore. But that also means that I'm not gonna be able to afford continuing diamond painting. So yeah, it's a choice. And I mean, I'm not even, I don't have that much knowledge about them, about license and whatever that is. But there's others on YouTube that I think, well, most of you probably have already know, but Tiny World of Wonders. She has done a lot of videos about this, and yeah, I've tried to learn and absorb as much as I can, but to make it simple, I have not gone into the legal stuff because I'm not smart that way. So but what I am doing is that I try to find people that I trust, that seem to know what they're talking about, and if they are telling me, and if are telling me that these companies you can totally trust, then yeah, then I'm gonna use them, like Diamond Art Club, like Diamond Shop, like there are a couple of other companies that I just can't think of right now. So I'm trying to do it simple, not to overthink it, but I made a choice. I'm not gonna buy from cheaper places when I'm not sure about the licensing, and I'm gonna only shop from the companies that I trust, recommended by YouTubers and people that I trust. So I do a little bit of research. If someone on YouTube says that this company you can trust, I'm not too sure. I have to make sure that other people says the same thing. I also Google and I also read on their website. But once I'm sure, I'm not gonna then go read the law book. Yeah. So do a little bit of research, but then don't make it too complicated. Which is why this reverse image search it's a bit too complicated for me, because yeah, you can search an image, you might not get a hit, you might not actually, you cannot be sure, because not all images are available, or you're gonna just have to spend a lot of time going through like hundreds and thousands of hits, and I don't have the time for that. So when it comes to diamond painting and pricing, I mean, I think that the prices are reasonable considering what, I mean, the company have to also make some money out of this, you know, you gotta pay salaries and rent and stuff like that. And then also, if you're going to pay the artists, which I do, I really do, because if you pay the artists, they're gonna be able to live on their art and create more wonderful art. So yes, I'm definitely prepared to pay for it. It's just that since I don't have a steady job, I mean, I run a little business, so I have a little bit of income. It's not super steady right now after the pandemic and stuff like that. So I'm just doing the best I can. Anyways, I hope you all have, I hope you are having a great summer. This heat wave, I mean, we've been kind of lucky here in Sweden because it's been so warm in Europe, and we just had a little bit of whiff of that for a week or so, 2 weeks. It was kind of terrible because, like I said, Sweden, we're not built for this, right? We're built for cold weather, we're built for darkness, so whenever the sun comes out, yeah. But we are enjoying the sun. It's great, because then we go into winter and it becomes dark. Now, personally, I actually like the darkness. I don't mind it when it becomes dark in the evening or at night. Having the sun out all day and all night is, yeah, you don't sleep too well. Well, I don't sleep too well. You do get used to it, but it also sort of messes a bit with your sleep. For now, just put it to rest, take a break, and take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.